Bam Bam Bigelow is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And
So you're going to tattoo flames on your head?
Not flames, but I would like to tattoo my head.
Before we get to the juiciness of this Baron Corbin interview, head tattoo talk included, BetDSI.com is the betting website that I use because they have the fastest payouts in the industry. You could also bet on pretty much anything on there, not just sports, although there are a lot of sports on there, including that big football game going on this Sunday. Use my code VAN101 and click the link below for a 100% welcome bonus. It's a limited time offer. Fade out now and fade into Baron.
They're good for punching people.
Oh, that's good. Please, no punches during this interview.
No. I'm not working right now, so.
But you'll be working Sunday.
Yes. Sunday, lots of punches will be thrown.
What can we expect on Sunday?
I think it's going to be crazy. It's going to be the first time for me in an open-air baseball stadium like that, so I think it's going to be a cool atmosphere. Coming to Phoenix, everybody's always excited to come to the shows here, and I think it's pretty awesome because they bring a lot of energy that's going to elevate all the superstars' performance, I think. And, you got a WrestleMania spot up for grabs, so you can expect the old unexpected, if you will.
And then, of course, the point to the WrestleMania sign, right?
Yeah, you got to get but think about it. If you won, you want the picture on your wall if you point at the WrestleMania sign, right? I mean, that's why we do it. We're like, man, this is going to look great when my kids are like looking at this picture going, Dad, you were cool once, something like that.
Yeah, and then followed, of course, by you holding the championship at WrestleMania.
Even better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do. We do it for the pictures and the cool spots with, cameras and lights and all that stuff.
Do you have a certain picture at your house that you're super proud of?
I do. I actually, when I won the United States Championship at Hell in a Cell against AJ, and Ty Dillinger, it was awesome because it was my first championship ever in WWE. So it's a really cool moment for me that I left NXT and I was kind of mad that I was never an NXT champ and I never won a title. And so when I got to the main roster, that was obviously my first goal. And when it came to light, it was pretty awesome.
You get some very interesting heel heat when you go in the ring.
Yeah, people don't really like me. I think it's a good thing, I guess, right?
Right, but I mean, how do you deal with it?
I love it. It's awesome to me because, I was always that little kid that irritated people. I remember, I was in this, group, and one of the kids' moms was telling me, she's like, it's always funny to, this point, and then you always take it one more, and then usually one more after that. So I think it's just in my nature to, irritate people and push things as far as I can. So it's really benefited me in WWE.
I know that everything with WWE gets vetted through people and approved through people. So when you shaved your head, how much time went into that decision?
I would say 8 months. So, I went and talked to Vince about cutting my hair at one point, and he was like, not yet. And then I went and talked to him again. He's like, okay, we'll see what we can do. And then it's got to go through I think it's got to go through legal and stuff like that because it's on action figures and in video games and all of those things. There's it's not just one person going, okay, you can do that. Or if I would have showed up with just my head shaved, I'd probably be out of a job, that kind of thing. So it's you have to keep this appearance. I can't go get tattooed without getting it okayed and stuff like that. So, our appearance is what we do, and it's what kids see and what was marketed. So you have to have kind of a method to the madness with it all.
But the decision began with you?
Yeah, I wanted to get it gone, and Bam Bam Bigelow is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And
so you're going to tattoo flames on your head?
Not flames, but I would like to tattoo my head, and getting rid of the hair was the first step to getting there. So
hold on, so we're going to see you with a head tattoo?
That's the plan. I don't know when it'll happen. It might actually kill my mother, so it's one of those things. I'm going to work slowly into it.
We've got a lot of WWE PR people around here. I wonder if they are even aware that this is going to happen.
No, I've already said it a few times to people, and they're just like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, because I want to.
No, the question is, or the answer is, why wouldn't I want to do that?
Why would you? That's one part. Well, I guess your head does wrinkle when you get old, but everybody's like, what are your tattoos going to look like in 60 years? I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to be 90. Who cares?
Do you have a favorite Royal Rumble moment?
I definitely do. I believe it was, I don't remember where it was, which stadium, but it was when Goldberg and Undertaker were in it, and I got to basically throw punches with the Undertaker. So that was a pretty cool moment. And then he eliminated me and ruined the moment. But it was one of those things he's such a legend in what we do, and an icon for me to look up to as a superstar because of how he just kept himself relevant and did these amazing things and had these amazing matches, you know, like him and Sean and all those things. And so it was a really cool moment to just have there and, you know, punch him in the face a few times.
And he's a fellow big man for you, too.
Yeah, and he's athletic. Like, that's what I pride myself on is my athleticism as a big man. And, you know, he's a guy you look up that you know, he does things from walking on the top rope to jumping off the top rope to hitting dives. Like, he's an iconic big man that is unbelievably athletic, and there's very few guys on that level.
Does anything change at all for you with your athleticism in the ring when you're wrestling wearing a suit, basically?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because the pants are actually jeans. They're just like really stretchy jeans, so they're not too bad. But the shirt, when you start getting hot, it sticks to you and it loses its like
its elasticity?
Yeah, that's the word. It loses that and it starts just, it's horrible. Like, I'm always afraid I'm just going to tear it or whatever, but it was quite the adjustment to change into that. And then, like, losing the elbow pads. I have a bad elbow, so, like, now I don't wear elbow pads anymore, so now my elbows get so beat up again. Like, it was an adjustment.
What about the shoes?
They're like tactical shoes. Now, when I'm out there, like, in dress shoes, you have to be careful because if there's like water or anything, that is so slick.
There's that famous clip of The Rock giving the people's elbow in dress shoes and he slides.
Yeah.
That's every time I see you doing that, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, there was one time we were wrestling, and I don't remember where, but I had the dress shoes on, and I did my slide out thing, but I hit like water, and somehow I saved it, but my feet were about level with my head for half a second. I don't know. It was insane.
All right, great to see you.
Thank you.
Your hands are gigantic. Wow. Great to see you, Baron.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So that interview with Baron Corbin was actually like a bonus interview. WWE had told us to arrive real early to Royal Rumble Axxess and prepare for an interview with Gallows and Anderson, which I will be posting to the channel very shortly here. Lots of too sweeting and some very impressive wrestling impressions in that interview. And as we're waiting for Gallows and Anderson, the giant that is Baron Corbin just happens to walk up, and the WWE people said, yeah, here's your interview with Baron Corbin. So no questions were prepared. We just ended up having, you know, a conversation. And while he's a heel on TV, he's a really good dude in person. And how about that talk of a skull tattoo, a head tattoo? And I hope he, number one, I hope he actually does it. But number two, I hope he doesn't just like wuss out and like get something like above his ear or something. Like, I want the full like Bam Bam Bigelow style on his full head. And from what he was saying, I think that this might be something that will be happening. Who knows when, but I think it'll be happening at some point here. So since that was a bonus interview, we talked about it at the start of the video, I got a bonus offer from BetDSI.com, the betting website that I use. Use my code below, VAN101, to get a 100% welcome bonus. And you can bet on anything there, including politics, esports, and the Super Bowl. They've been paying winners like me for the last 20 years, and their payments are lightning fast. So click that link below. We've got a bunch more interviews coming up from the Royal Rumble and Axxess. I think we did a total of 8 in total. Yeah, which is good, because my goal this year was to do 50 wrestling interviews, and it's not even the end of January, and we've already done 10. It's a good start. At this rate, we're going to do 120. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. If you don't already subscribe, please subscribe right there, and I would very much appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch up with you soon.